how's it going, guys? Welcome back to week 12 in the 5-Pin Universe Cargill division. Got myself, John Cowan. We got Rob Gallagher and Brandon Naughton here hosting for you guys today. How you guys doing?
Not bad, how are you?
Doing good.
Not bad. So I'm not super familiar with the Cargill division being part of the Schwartz division. So Bob, what are you looking forward to today?
All three games actually. All the teams want to make a move. They only have one match today, so they're definitely going to go after them 8 points for sure and move themselves up in the standings a bit.
Awesome. So as you can see, guys, today we have starting things off the Northern Knockouts versus the Regina Revengers, followed up by the Dream Crushers and the Okanagan Eclipse. And third today will be the Misfits versus the Bombers. Match 4 is going to have to be postponed due to some severe inclement weather over in PEI, so they're unable to get out. So we will reschedule that, and we'll look forward to seeing the Bombers and Pin Sanity go at it later on in the season. All right. I guess without further ado, let's get the managers in here and get our lineups ready. Managers, how's it going today?
Going good.
Good.
What's the plan here? What are we looking for out of you guys today?
Well,
The bowl
coming
good.
from us, it's been a while since we have played, and we're just one match today, like everyone else. So we're definitely looking for those 8-7 points today.
Yeah, Regina, you're doing pretty good so far in the season, but you do have lots of games left. 6 before today, so you're sitting kind of in the middle of the pack right now. The knockouts, you kind of need to step it up a bit and get some points and get rolling with your, I believe, 5 matches left you have.
Yeah, we're starting to run out of time a little bit. We need to flip the script a little bit here. We've lost the last 4 games 6-2, and 4 of our losses we've lost by under 70 points. So we've got to flip the script here now. So
yeah,
Awesome.
You've been in some close ones for sure.
yeah, some nail biters, that's for sure, as far as bowling goes. So
That's right.
All right. Let's get lineups for today. Who do we have as the away team?
I think it's the knockouts.
Knockouts, I believe.
Knockouts. Can we get your lineup for today?
sure, we got Richie Bulio leading off, Ryan Bulio second, Amanda McPherson third, Sasha Latender fourth, Riley Latender fifth, and then we have Riley Bulio and Tiana Shields on the bench, and Corley's watching from home today. So
Awesome. And for Regina, what are you guys going with today?
So we're going John Mowens, Danny Bear, Josie Brooks, Brian Askin, Brad Mowens. And then we have Nelson Frank on the bench, and Doug is not here today. And then Crystal is here, but she had an accident with her ankle, so she will just be cheering us on, not bowling today.
All right. Well, let's get into it, guys. Good luck.
good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, guys.
All right. Bob, do you want to read off the knockouts roster for me?
Sure. We got Richie Bulio, Riley Bulio, Ryan Bulio, Sasha Latendra, Riley Latendra, Amanda McPherson, Tiana Shields, and Carol Lee Salagi, or however the hell you say that.
Darcy told us a couple weeks ago. I've completely forgotten.
She's not there today anyway. And Bullen out of Dawson Creek.
Awesome. And for Regina, we've got Danny Bear, Josie Brooks, Nelson Frank, Doug Clark, Brian Askin, John Mones, Brad Mones, and Crystal Hibner bowling out of Glencairn in Regina.
All right.
All right.
Get at her eight.
So, just like you're saying today, Bob, everyone here has only one game. Regina seems to be doing well, but they're still earlier in their season, and the knockouts they're middle of the pack. At what point do you think they've got to have that sense of urgency? Like it's go time. It's go time now.
It is for the knockouts for sure. Regina, like you said, have got a few matches left, and but the knockouts, yeah, they're definitely running out of time. They're going to have to step it up these last 5 games, starting today, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely think once you start getting into the back half of the season with like 5-6 games left, that's when you kind of see where what path you're on and whether you need to step it up or if you're ready to put it on cruise control.
That's true. That's true. And like they said, like the knockouts, they've lost some really close matches. Holy, they've been in some arbiters. I know we played them, and I think we only beat them by like 30 some sticks. So it was right down to the last couple of bowlers. Eh?
Yeah, and that's the kind of matches you expect to see at this caliber. There's just so much parity across the league. Like you can't look at any one team and expect them to run away with anything. There's just so much talent top to bottom on all 24 rosters.
There is. It's crazy how close the games have been throughout the season so far. It's been pretty good. Pretty good action to watch for the fans out there.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with the Cargill side, but I know for us on the home hardware side, this year around the scores have just been higher in general.
Been higher in the home hardware division too. A lot of 5-3 decisions.
Yeah,
quite a few. And lately in the Cargill, it's been that way too. There's been some more 5-3 decisions, eh? So it's close, which is good.
Yeah. So the knockouts look like they're getting ready to get off on to a good start. 2 strikes out of the first 3, backing up the missed chop off spare. So with that sense of urgency, do you think like how important is it for them to get out to an early lead with a good start here?
Oh, they definitely got to they got to come out firing on all cylinders, and they don't want to be coming from behind all the time. It just puts more pressure on you. You get out to that good start, then if you falter a little bit in the middle, you're still okay. But you definitely want to get out to that good start for sure.
Absolutely. And on the other side here, we have Regina. They're fumbling a little bit out of the gate, but frame one, it's not the worst place to have that slow start. Lots of time to bring it back.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a weak frame one's the best place to put it.
Definitely.
For sure.
I'm definitely curious to see how Brad Mowens does today, though. I think it was during Winnipeg. We saw him put up some pretty crazy numbers.
Yeah. Oh, that's one guy that
Yeah.
He can find it at any time, and when he's found it, that's not someone you want to be playing.
That's for sure, right? Regina, the old Regina Classic coming up here pretty soon in a couple of weeks. So hope to see everybody out there. It's always a good time.
Oh, that means I have to deal with YVR again.
I guess that's what 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now.
I think it's 23rd, 24th, whatever that weekend is. Yeah.
I unfortunately will not be able to make that. We have our Timmins Invitational, the last stop on the club tour the week before, and it's just too much time to take off.
Oh, yeah.
That, and I don't know if my fingertips can handle 2 weekends in a row.
That's fair. I will be attending, however, I do not believe I will be bowling unless my knee magically fixes itself in the next couple weeks here. Even then.
I will also be attending, but also not bowling because I'm not very good.
Nah, I'm just gonna go cheer. I already have my flights booked and whatnot, so I'm just gonna go and
Oh, what a
cheer on
break
Harm.
for Rich.
Yeah.
Wow. That's both times that he shot. The first one looked like it was going to be a head pin, gets the kickback for the chop. Second one looked like it was going to be a chalk, gets the kickback for the strike.
Have you watched any of Dawson Creek's pinfall yet?
No, I haven't.
You're in for a treat.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Yeah, to get some extras that you might not get at some other houses.
A lot of 12 counts we saw last week specifically.
Yeah,
Or not last week. Well, last week that was played.
last time they played. Yep.
So last week, I think you guys had all of your open trials.
Yeah, that would have been last weekend. Alberta was doing their open stuff.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, got some good teams go to battle here in Easter weekend in Grand Prairie.
I just want to say I am very glad that I do not have to go up against that mixed team coming out of Edmonton.
Oh, yeah, pretty strong team there.
That is probably about the scariest mixed team I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Northern is just not slowing down here, and this is what we were hoping to see from them: some sense of urgency, really put the pedal to the metal, and just come out firing.
Yeah.
It's never a bad thing when you've got 8 of a possible 9 marks.
Oh, not at all. And I mean, knockouts were on the receiving end of very few open frames against the Dakota Dynamite a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see them take a page out of that book and continue this.
Ooh, stumble there.
I don't know if it's just the way I was looking at it. I thought that shot from Riley was about as automatic as it gets, and it just cut through. Nothing even went close to that right corner. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, these are the ones I always miss. The ones that I think it should have been automatic. I should have no reason to be throwing a second ball. Those are the spares I always miss.
Yeah.
Those are definitely the most frustrating to miss as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're looking over at the Regina side. They're starting to catch pace a little bit. Got 4 out of the 5 marks there. But it doesn't look like it's going to be quite enough to get the momentum taken away from the knockouts here.
Yeah,
3 strikes, one of them a double. The other 2 have spares. Like they're just ready to put the hammer down.
Keep the marks, keep it black. Like they say, hey, keep it black. Keep it going.
That's it. Knockouts look like they're at a spot where they are going to force Regina to beat them. They're not looking like they want to give this one away just yet.
That has been the one thing that knockouts have been very good at this season so far, is forcing people to beat them.
Yeah.
They've had amazing starts, and either just one unfortunate break here or there, or the other team goes on a crazy heater and just kind of sneaks it out.
Yeah, well,
Regina,
then that just speaks to the parity of this league, right? Like, nobody's out of it. Everybody can get on that run and just and make you earn it. There's no time for cruise control, especially not early in the games.
No.
Like you said, Regina's coming. Look through the top 2 here. It looks like they're ready to flip the momentum here with a couple early, couple strikes to counter some early hot starts.
Also, kudos to whoever set up the knockouts score cam this week. It's actually legible.
It is.
Granted, I think the issue is just the way that the score camera or the scoreboard shrinks itself down. That made it kind of difficult to see at the end. So
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, there. Oh, yeah, the totals for both there. So both teams have 2 bench players, right?
Regina just has the one.
They have just one.
Doug is not there, and I believe they said that they have somebody who just had an ankle injury, so they're there
Oh,
for,
yeah, right.
for support purposes, but not actually to get any bowling done.
Hope she didn't hurt her ankle like my employee did. Broke her ankle doing a tangle.
Oh no!
Yeah, right in the middle of the tournament masters tournament.
Oh no!
Yikes!
So it was on lane 1. So I got her off the lane, but I couldn't carry her across the walkway. So I said, "I'm so sorry," but she had to crawl across, and
Oh no!
then myself and Dexter Wiseman hauled her to the front, put her in some chairs, and Tyler Titcat was there, and we're getting her all
Getting her
her
all
leg
doctored
up
up.
and stuff, and all doctored up, and then my other gal came and ran her to the hospital. Yeah, and she broke her ankle. That was a fun day.
I luckily never had anything like that happen in my days of running tangles, but I came pretty damn close.
Yeah.
I remember I was running a tangle. I was even that it was on my day off too. I wasn't even on shift, and a guy threw the ball and thankfully hit the opposite gutter that I was standing in, fixing the tangle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And of course,
we had something like that happen at the club tour last
Ooh.
weekend. The pin chaser, I don't know if they didn't realize that the other lane was being used, but they walked across the lane to go grab a tangle from the walkway and took it right off the foot.
Ooh.
Yikes! Yeah.
I've been hit twice with a ball. Just lucky it wasn't people that threw it very hard.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about this guy at club tour. I was like, they were lucky that was one pair of lanes over, because I was throwing on the lane the next set over, and I was up to go. I'm like, I think that ends a lot worse if that's my ball hitting their foot than someone who's not exactly throwing so hard.
For sure.
I mean, probably still could have been worse even then. It could have been Derek Orrin or Brett Mapstone throwing.
Yeah.
Solid
and he gets
57.
a nice pull from behind there to get the double.
Yeah. Few 7 counts here.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that it's the momentum's turned in that match, but back-to-back opens, and you're looking at a double on the other side, and now all of a sudden your hot start is kind of negated at that point.
Yeah.
It looks like Regina's just getting ready to roll here.
Regina, didn't they usually play a little more in the middle lanes?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I'm also guilty of not following this division that much, aside from the knockouts games until I started being a part of the streams. I focused more on the Schwartz division because that's the Fraser Valley Venoms division this year.
Yeah, you guys, got moved over there, right, Fraser?
Yeah, moved over, new roster.
Yeah,
I mean, it's working.
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty good.
I'm still busting Harms's you-know-what over some of his performances so far, but what are
Yeah.
friends for?
It looked like we may have had our first change over there on the Regina side. I believe I saw Nelson come in for Brian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to get the match too far away on them. You want to get them,
Yeah,
get your sub in there and give them at least a chance to
exactly.
come back,
Exactly.
right?
And there's only so much really that you even have a chance
Yep.
to even look at making a move. Like it looks like everybody else has kind of seemed to find a groove, and Brian's just been just a hair off on that
Yeah.
first ball 3 times.
Yeah. Few headpins, well, 7 counts, I guess.
All right, so 4 frames in. We've got 3 marks on Regina's side. Riley has a chance to get the second mark on the knockout side.
Yeah.
12 count.
12 count.
I was waiting for the 3 pin to go before I continued what I was going to say.
You see, if it was Dell, it would have went. I'm kidding.
You don't get those at Nebs.
No 12 counts?
Not very many.
No.
Okay.
I could change that.
we get a few at our place.
Nebs, for the most part, is you pretty much have to earn everything you get.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 3 marks on Regina's side, 1 on the knockout side,
That's
and totals is separated by less than 30.
yeah, changing things around. Regina's got all the marks now, so knockouts are going to have to get some marks here going into the break for sure.
It almost looked like that slipped out of Rich's hand there.
I want to stay with him.
And just like that, now it's within a ball.
Yeah.
So on the knockout side, like, you've lost all momentum here. Regina gained all momentum.
Yeah.
Put your coaching hat on for a minute. Where do you think of making a change here?
Yeah, there's boy, the knockouts now. It could be a couple of spots.
Yeah, it's a tough say, really.
Regina is rolling now.
Yeah, and had it not been for Danny's triple, I would have said your only one who is 100% safe is Ryan. But now 2 headpins and a 3 pin, and that match is looking like it's about to get out of hand.
Yeah.
I think at this point it's going to come down a lot to overall trust in each individual. Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
What was that kickback? Okay. There's some Dawson Creek kickback for you, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
What was I saying? I think it's going to come down to a level of trust in your players. Who do you trust to come back from losing all their momentum at the start and still put together the game?
Yeah.
For sure.
Not to say that you don't trust other people, but obviously certain bowlers you trust more with certain things.
Oh,
Definitely. Definitely. And Regina, 5 for 5 going into the break.
Oh.
Check for him.
Whiskey frame. Coach has got to buy around.
That's it.
I've made the mistake of trying to keep up with you already. Hey there, Robert. I'm not doing that again. First year a Red Deer.
What's the problem?
He's a
The
veteran
problem was I was
presence.
drinking Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Maybe that was it.
Granted, they didn't have like that troubled tea that year or whatever it was.
Yeah,
That stuff was
well,
good.
that stuff is dangerous. Had a few of them last night. A couple of birthday parties. All right, going into the half here.
So we're looking at about a 40-pin lead for Regina.
But
5
with
strikes working.
5
2 of them are
strikes
doubles.
there. Yeah. That's a
So
lot.
they've got a commanding lead going in.
Yeah.
But let's run the commercial and see if that's enough time for the knockouts to get some momentum back.
Bring it back. Yep.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
When you come to the Canadian Brew House, you'll feel right at home. We work hard to make our house your house. With an affordable menu of appetizers, entrees, desserts, beverages, and killer deals on daily specials. At our house, you never miss a play. As sports lovers, we've ensured each location includes over 50 TVs and our signature Jumbotron. The Canadian Brew House is the place people want to be.
All right, we are back.
We are.
We indeed are.
See if the break did the knockouts any good here.
Yeah, see if it did them any good. See if it
Slow down
halted the
Regina.
momentum for Regina and give them a chance to crawl back in.
You're right.
The dreaded chop cherry.
Yep. Give him a shirt.
If they were giving out those shirts at Hopedale, BPG would have ran out of shirts.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
I have never seen so much in one spot. So many chop offs and it didn't matter where you hit it. If you threw it with any kind of speed, you had to hit both pins with the ball.
Yep.
All right, Ryan throws one to get a little bit back into this and see if Danny can keep edging away. Ooh, just cut through. So that's been a bit of good news for the knockouts there. One of the doubles is off the board.
Yeah.
Still got Josie working on hers. So
Yeah.
let's see what happens here. See if that gives them a chance to make up a bit more ground. Amanda countering that with a back-to-back 5 spares.
Yeah.
Oh. That's no good. That's why you get 2 balls.
That's it. There she goes.
Josie's doing everything she can to just pull away in the 3rd spot, throwing the triple there.
Oh.
Nope.
Lost the camera.
Camera
down. Camera down.
Camera down.
Get the medic.
Yikes. That is thankfully not on my end.
Looks like it's up in her end, eh?
Oh,
there we go.
There we go. I'm curious. Sasha goes way wide right and takes a practice slide, and it looks like he's walked off. Wonder if he maybe stepped in something and just doesn't feel comfortable, or something happened in the break.
Oh.
Be interesting to see if he comes back.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There he is. Something definitely feels off. Brad with the split on the other side.
Yeah, he's sticking.
Does not look
He's
comfortable at the
sticking.
He
line
is sticking.
at all.
Yep. Something or cut.
Oh, that looked a little better. So hopefully his bounce back is quick.
Yeah, you tend to get a little gun shy sometimes too when you stick like that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's a good shot by Riley.
Yep.
Yeah, something's definitely off with Sasha. You can see him taking a few more practice slides over on the pair to the right.
Yeah. Knockout's got a few marks at frame.
It looks like 3-3 there.
3-3, yep.
It's the 12. Gets a little wobble on the 3, but not quite enough.
It looks like we got Riley Bolio in for Rich.
Riley in for Rich.
That we do. He comes in with the 12 spare.
There you go.
And Ryan doubles up.
Yeah.
It looks like he's found whatever he had to start the game. Hopefully he can keep it running here. And it goes for the sweeper, but doesn't quite get it.
That was a
Danny
very
takes
heavy
the
break out of Danny.
polar opposite approach, and he tries to go high with it. Doesn't get that either, but good count on the spare to keep spreading things out between his match.
I'll be honest, that's about 3 more pins than I expected him to get with that ball.
Yeah, and just wide on the spare.
Ooh. Yep. Freezing action.
A little buffering. And the knockouts have made their second move. Sasha is out.
Just not feeling comfortable with his slide.
Yeah, I think that's the right move. I think if he's not comfortable,
Yeah.
you gotta give as much of a chance as you can to stay in that match.
That's right. So Regina's got one more move they can make. But
No, Regina only had the one bench player. All our moves are done.
oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
This
That's
is
right.
this is how things are gonna
Good.
finish.
That's how it ends. That is throwing some bombs here.
Open at the bottom for the knockouts, where the Regina has loaded up on strikes. Josie keeping her run going.
Yeah, they're getting away from them here. The bottom 2 matches are still close, but
I think we're at a point where if Northern wants to be in this match, they've got to do something big and they've got to do something soon.
yep. Oh, there you go.
That's a good start. That'll work. John looks like he got tapped in the corner there.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
And the Bolio strike train keeps going.
Ryan, I believe
Oops.
last weekend it was during Zone 8 opens for Northern BC through a 407 in one of his matches.
Nice.
Right.
They said they need something big, and Haskell, you shall receive.
Yeah. You're trying to stay with them for sure.
Adventures camera giving us a freeze frame on Danny's shot.
Oh boy.
Yep.
We had some terrific slow motion last week. Can't remember from whose camera, but added great production value to the stream.
Accidental
Completely
special
intentional.
effects.
Yep. Completely intentional.
Right. Completely
Yeah.
intentional special
Yeah.
effects.
I intentionally slowed my Wi-Fi down for it and all, you know. Well,
knockouts.
solid check frame out of knockouts there.
Yeah. Needed her.
Joey with a big count, but not quite enough to get the 5-bagger. So that could be a little bit of a good sign for the knockouts that they still have life.
They've got about 20 strikes left total that they can get in the match, and I think they need every single one of them.
But definitely going to need a majority of them.
Well, if you want to be safe, just get them all.
Jersey cleans up the spare.
Yep.
And she's just like quietly putting together a really big game in the middle of the lineup.
Yep, she is. Good old hand mode in there.
Yeah, that'll do it. Hand load in between a couple spares.
Yep. So yeah, the knockouts only 17 points in the standings. And after today, they only have 4 games left. So they definitely want to finish well here and get as many points as they can from Regina. Regina's actually sitting pretty good. They got 25, but still have 5 games after today. Yeah. So they're sitting not too bad.
It's one thing to get those points when you need to make a push, but they seem to be worth a little bit more when you're getting those points from teams that are ahead of you.
Yeah, that's true too, right?
You're chipping away in both directions there, so
yeah.
2 frames left. Nothing's over yet.
No.
It's time to go.
Give her. Nine and 10, the big frames. Put the marks together.
This could be massive for the knockouts if they can get a good setup here.
Yeah.
And that doesn't look like the most ideal way to do it. I know we've seen a few kickbacks here, but I don't know if I'd want to be banking on one for my setup frame.
Yeah, you tried to Aaron Hall it and just get a strike without hitting the middle. Camera quality, hold on. We're almost done.
Yeah.
Just get us through.
So
the knockouts lose their string to a shove right, or shove left, sorry. So that's going to go a long way into chipping away at that momentum, chipping away at that lead.
Yep.
Ooh,
especially when you look over on the other side and see a couple head pins start off the 9th frame from the Revengers.
Yeah, they've done wonders clawing themselves back into those top 2 games there.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither one of those guys are out of it by any means. Actually, the knockouts with a strike in the first ball on 10, they could take the lead in that first match.
Yep.
Second match, you're down by less than a ball. I think with that 3-pin, the third match is pretty much lock and key for Josie over on the Regina side.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
Josie's had herself one hell of a season. I know specifically she gave Brad Tickgat one hell of a run in Edmonton during playoffs for TPC.
Yeah, she just quietly goes about her business. Like, you could be bowling a shift alongside her and she'll be putting up numbers and you won't even know it unless you're paying attention. Just really gets into his zone, focuses up, and just gets the job done. Josie goes to the corner spare. Looks like that might be enough to right the ship for Regina after a bit of a fumble in the top part of the ninth frame.
There goes your slow-mo again.
Oh boy.
Hey,
I love technology.
It picked a good shot to go slow-mo on because that was
That's right, eh?
absolutely buried in the pocket.
Yeah. All right. Down to the 10th.
10th frame, we got about 130 separating these two teams. 3 marks apiece. Looking at it quickly, got 3 matches that are a bit of a coin toss.
Yeah.
It's about as exciting as it can get. I guess 4 matches. That fourth match is fairly close too. The difference really is the spread in the third game.
Yeah.
Oh.
That looks like that could be it for match number 1.
Yeah, that will lock it up.
That settles that. Unless we see a spare here, then maybe. But,
it's a 2-pin.
Possible. It's possible there.
He did the Brando special, the head pin 2-pin. Granted, he is better than me, so he's gonna get the 5 instead of the other 2-pin.
And just for good measure, John throws the double. Really put a seal on that one.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like, Ryan's getting up there. He's doing his thing. He's going to go throw his frame. He'll be 2/3 done before Nelson gets a chance to pick up a ball here.
Yeah.
You think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's different for different people. Some people like to know what they need, and other people would rather not.
That's fair.
Yeah, like it depends on the person for sure, I think.
I know personally, I like to just set the pace. So
Yeah.
I'd rather force somebody to throw than force myself to throw.
Yeah, that's true. I'm kind of that way too.
Yeah. I've spent most of my time doing it during any team events being a leadoff, so I know I want to get up there and I want to throw it in your face.
You want to get at her. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And we got Eric Chose on our team. He likes getting up and getting at her too. We're ready to go. He's already up there throwing away.
So the two close ones up top look like they're both going Regina's way.
Yeah. Double out of Danny, kind of.
The third one for sure.
Or it wasn't a double, but still.
That third one is already locked up, but Josie's going to look to spread that lead even further.
Yeah, so the knockouts want to get these bottom two and get some points out of it anyway.
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
Getting 8-0 is not helpful for
No.
when you're in any situation, let alone when you're on go time.
Yeah.
Tiana in that last frame put in a lot of work for total, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They're at 11:04 with only one frame to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, not unless there's a monumental collapse and Riley bangs out, and even then, I don't think it's going to be enough.
No. 11:78, and Josie still has the ball to go.
Not to mention that Nelson and Brad both are working strikes.
Yeah.
So that puts the seal on totals. But these bottom two could come away and grab matches with some good finishes here. So,
Oh, I think Tiana actually locked up that last match. Oh no, strike. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
She hasn't locked it up, but she did make Nelson have to throw it.
That's it.
Yep.
And that's where I was getting at with the second match going ahead before Danny cuts. Like, she got up there and she's finished her frame before Nelson's grabbed a ball. But on the flip side, now Nelson looks over and sees, oh, she banged out. Now I've got to put in the work. Maybe he's squeezing a little bit harder if that's not something that he likes. He throws the double, and that seals that one.
Yep.
Yep, 246, 243.
And Riley's 7 count on the second ball. Looks like it doesn't leave much work for Brad to get the 8-0 here.
230.
Yeah. Ooh. That is going to move.
Looks like 1166 final total for the knockouts.
Yeah. So 8 is Regina, 33 points. Moves into fourth place. Well, that's not what the knockouts wanted.
No, quite the opposite.
No, and then
And
for
that's
Regina, a game like
8-0.
this, that really solidifies a strong start to the season.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate 8-0.
Yeah, so that puts Regina up to 33 points, moves them up to fourth place with 5 games to go.
They're putting together one strong start.
Pretty good season so far.
All right. Well, that I believe next thing here is to bring the managers in and
You bet.
let's get a quick recap. All right, so we got 8-0 for Regina, 13, I believe that was 24 to 1166. Let's start with the knockouts. Obviously not what we wanted.
No.
No.
Is there any positives that we can take away from that, though?
Well, they never stopped. They kept bowling right to the end. Like we had our little lull there for 3 or 4 frames, and we all kind of fell asleep. And
Definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys definitely. I believe we were looking at it going into the 10th frame. 4 of the matches were a coin flip.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, your bottom 2 players, they got up there a little bit ahead of Regina just because you guys had a quicker 10th frame, and they made them throw the shots.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
in that situation, that's really all you can ask. So it obviously not the result you wanted, but you put up a great effort.
but you know, it's bowling and things happen, and
That's it.
Yeah, you guys, you started really good. We thought it was going to be good, and then, like you said, you had a lull in the middle, but then you started coming back, and it looked pretty good at the end, and then they just, got you right in the 10th frame there.
Can you hear me?
Sure.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you now.
I guess on that note, Sarah, 8-0. That's pretty much what you guys said you were looking for. And I guess that's it. I don't think she can hear us.
She can't hear us. We can
Guess
hear
we'll do
her.
it again sometime.
Well, I guess there's
Good
not
job,
really
Sarah.
much that
Oh, boy.
we need to say there.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
No,
And
can't hear anything again.
Again.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yep, we can.
We can.
all right,
You can't
Well,
hear us.
a little bit of technical difficulties, so that's okay. So we will keep things going, guys.
Yep. Congrats, Regina. And
Congrats to
Knockouts
Regina.
is-
Knockouts. We look forward to
4
seeing you guys
games
again
left.
soon.
yeah, we only got 4 more games, so
Yeah. Gonna have to make the most of them for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
All righty.
All right. Have a good day.
you too.
We're going to run a quick commercial and we will get you guys ready for match number 2.
You bet.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
When you come to the Canadian Brewhouse, you'll feel right at home. We work hard to make our house your house. With an affordable menu of appetizers, entrees, desserts, beverages, and killer deals on daily specials. At our house, you never miss a play. As sports lovers, we've ensured each location includes over 50 TVs and our signature Jumbotron. The Canadian Brewhouse is the place people want to be.
Alrighty, match
Alright.
2. I believe we have Okanagan and the Dream Crushers. So let's get the managers in, and we will get things going. Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So match 2, we just had an 8-0 win for Regina, and I guess let's start with you, Katie. How do
Yeah, we're going to try to just continue the momentum we had from last matches that we played. We had 2 wins last time, so we're hoping to keep that going this time and keep our season rolling after a slow start. So that's our game plan.
Awesome. And Bailey, for you guys, the
Yeah,
Dream
so
Crushers, the juggernaut, the team everyone wants to beat. What's the game plan today?
fair enough. Yeah, we're just gonna play our own game and hope everything goes well. Our last week that we played back in December was not the ideal outcome that we were hoping for. So hopefully we're looking to bounce back from that. So everyone's feeling good, morale's high. So
Awesome.
You guys are both pretty close in the standings right now. You both got 5 games left, I believe, and you're only a couple of points apart. So this is a big game for both of you.
yeah.
All right. I guess let's get some lineups here. We'll start with the away team. You want to start with your lineup today?
That's
Which
you,
which
Katie.
team's the away
Dream
team?
Crushers.
Katie.
That me? Am I away?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Our lineup today, we have Dexter at the top, followed by Victor, then myself, then Tim, then Carrie. Kate's on the bench, and we have a couple of our players not here due to Youth Challenge Provincials that was happening in our province. So some of us came in, and some of us took the week off. So
Awesome.
we'll just have the one pull.
And for you guys, Bailey?
So we have Chris Bradford up top, followed by myself, then Yvonne, and then we have Mike Elder in 4 and Drew in the anchor, and then we just have one pull as well, Alan Burns.
Awesome. All right, guys, let's get to it.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Bowling.
Good luck.
All right. Good luck.
Great game.
Look, oh,
Thanks, guys. Good luck, Bailey.
All right. Let's get started with the lineup or the roster. Sorry. So for the Dream Crushers, we've got Carrie Kreitz, Dexter Wiseman, Tim Wiseman, Katie Rayner, Adam Weber, Vic Faubert, Caitlin Ayub, and Gary Baird, bowling out of Sherwood Bowl. And for the Eclipse, Bob, you want to take this one?
Sure, we got Bailey Lawson, Yvonne Walker, Drew Soraka, Ellen Burns, Chris Bradford, Trevor Rachwalski, Mike Elder, and who am I missing? Jesse Butcherman. I'm butchering the Butcherman.
Buchanan.
All right.
All righty.
And Bailey's doing double duty as manager player.
All right. Looks like we're ready to go. Bradford's up there. Dex is ready to go.
Ooh,
Looking for a quick start
cameras.
out of both of these guys.
Cameras look good.
And we hope it stays that way.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm also
Yeah.
proud of myself for winning the race against my coffee machine to get back here in time.
Dexter gets up and gets at her. And they're staying away from good old lane number 1. I think they've given up on that lane for the Dream Crushers.
Yeah, I think every time I've watched them, they've been on 1. So seeing them on 5 here it's a bit different.
Last week when they played us, they were on 3, I believe. They had the average pros right beside them on 2 for one game, and then I think the next gen played the next game on lane number 2 right beside them as well.
I
It
think
gives
they
a
also
different
had
feel.
a tournament going on there, like a YVC
Yeah,
tournament.
they did. Yeah, the place was
Really?
pretty full. Yeah, the place
Really
was
cramming
pretty
things
full.
in there.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
So it's a dead even start from
Yeah.
both teams. You have 5 spare and a strike. Katie grabs her strike, but Yvonne just hangs up the corner there.
Yep. Shut it, little guy. Okay, that frame's got to move. Can't look at him that long.
Can't say that I'm
Right.
too familiar with many of the players on Okanagan.
Uh,
I know Bailey and Chris. Chris come
Yeah.
out on the
Yeah.
tour. Yeah.
I've seen Bailey and Chris a couple times on
Yeah.
my brief appearances on the tour, but other than that, don't think I know really what to expect. So this is kind of going to be learning on the fly, seeing some of the talent that this league has that I haven't had the chance to play against. And,
They've actually moved away from the wall too. They used to play on lanes 1 or 2 all the time, so they've switched it up as well.
Interesting. Everyone's changing it up today. Really
Yeah,
keeping you on your toes.
there you go.
unfortunately, I can't help much on the Okanagan side. I'm right there with you. I only really know Chris and Bailey. I did meet Alan a couple of years ago though at Red Deer. He did come out for that, but other than that, I got nothing.
Well, hopefully they put together a pretty good performance and give us lots to talk about on the scoreboard today. Ooh, Victor
That
giving a
was
run
one
and
hell of a
sliding it across there.
yeah.
Chris Bradford's mom and dad used to bowl at Myers Center, but now they're just traveling the world, I think. Freeze frame.
I'd say lucky them, but there's no 5-pin bowling alleys outside of Canada, so
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they're
It's a
doing much
bittersweet
of that
hobby,
right
that's
now.
for sure.
Yeah. Katie wasn't quite sure, but she got it. Did Katie end up on the mixed team out of Edmonton?
yeah, it was
Yeah,
Katie Rayner,
And,
Adam Weber.
and Weber.
And Adam Weber, yeah.
And then
Tim climbed a long ways. He was quite a ways down after day 1. He came back in day 2 and really charged and got onto that men's team. That's a pretty good men's team. Two sets of brothers. You don't see that too often.
you got both the Wisemans, both the Ticats.
Yeah, and throw in a Mark Johnstone and who's the other one?
Brett Mapstone, I believe.
Brett Mapstone.
Yeah, Mapstone.
Yeah,
So you
you're
got
right.
the Stones, the Ticats, and the Wisemans.
That's right. There you go. Hey, that's a pretty deadly combination right there.
Yeah, that'll be a team to watch for sure. But
for sure.
Just altogether, like the parity and on the Alberta teams, there's a lot of good teams.
There is. Yeah.
See, I would love to tell you guys about BC's teams. However, I only know 2 of them. So
Hey, I'd love to tell you about Ontario's, but we've only got an hour of this match, and I don't think I have time to get through all 13 zones.
Jesus, you guys have 13 zones.
Yep. Yeah, our provincials for a while was actually a bigger event than nationals is, just because of how it was.
Jeez, fair.
We used to have a 48 lane center in Hamilton that was like perfectly laid out for spectating, and it basically just turned everything into a big scene. So my first year, my last year in YBC, first year bowling the Open, we do a step ladder to decide who goes to nationals, and the number one seed in that step ladder has to be beaten twice. So I was on a mixed team. We were the number 2 seed, and we were the only ones to force a game 2 in the step ladder out of all the divisions. So we had probably 600 people sitting back watching our last game.
Oh, wow.
God.
And it was nerve-wracking.
I bet.
I don't know if you guys remember the clip that went around Facebook a few years ago, the shot for Regina.
I wasn't around back then. I only came into the scene in 2020, so
that was against our mixed team, my rookie year.
Wow.
Basically, the long and short of it, the anchor bowler from the team we were playing had to throw a strike to win totals by 2, or we would have beat them. And he did it.
He did it.
Well, up to more current events, though. It looks like the Dream Crushers are off to a good start. I got a couple doubles through the first 2, Katie and Carrie. Not so much action going on the Okanagan side.
Not yet.
But it's still early. I mean, we saw that in the first game. Regina came off to a slow start, and they just absolutely laid the hammer down between frames 4 and 8. So
Victor struggled in the he bowls in the central zone for the Open, and he struggled. He never made a team, which is very unusual for Victor.
Yeah, that was surprising to see. He is usually pretty steadfast. His shot is so simple and so effective. It looks like it should work absolutely everywhere.
Every time, yeah.
And that's surprising, but it just goes to show that Central is just another one of the strong zones that Alberta has to offer.
I am excited to see Alberta's northern zone though compete. The Tompkins boys and Ryland.
And they're hosting, are they not?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
So maybe a little bit of home field advantage.
I'm a fan of chaos. Like when I was watching the Super Bowl and whatnot, I wanted to see Houston make it this year and all that. But I would love to see like the biggest upset and just all of a sudden Northern Alberta is off to nationals.
Yeah.
I think that would be very entertaining.
It would be.
And that is by no means a weak team. So that just goes to show you how deep some of those zones are. That would be considered an upset. Like those Tompkin boys, Ryland, like the guys up there, they can play.
Yes, they can.
Well, Robert Tompkins almost won Red Deer, or not Red Deer, Calgary this year.
Calgary, yeah.
Yeah, he put on a really impressive run that weekend.
Yeah.
I know Tommy Tompkins almost took home the win at Dawson's tournament.
Yeah, I believe wasn't that the Beef Bowl, correct?
No, that was Panoramos.
There's so many
believe.
tournaments in so many places I have never been. I can't keep track.
I wanted to go to that Beef Bowl, but the Dawson tournament was the week after, so it was like, okay, this is a little bit.
It's a little much on the credit card, and a little much on the mileage.
Beef Bowl was it was fun. It was well put on. The Deerings did a heck of a job down there. They're just good people, and they run it well. And yeah, it was a fun time. Rylan ran up both sides.
Sounds like Rylan.
Yeah,
Of course, the vegan wins Beef Bowl.
of course he does. Yeah, that's what we said.
I think that's what everyone said.
Yeah,
Bradford cuts through, looking like an early double to try and build some momentum against Dexter here, but no help from the pins on that one.
Oh, we got a
I can't tell if
nice
these guys are
cloth
just being
on
really
the score
deliberate,
stand.
or couldn't tell if they were just really taking their time on that shot or if it was a freeze frame, but they were both in sync. It was really actually kind of funny. Almost like we planned that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you what happened. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Bradford was trying to use the art of deception there.
Winter struggle with Katie.
Katie just
Just
going to work. Just making it look easy.
Yes, she does. She gets rolling. She can play with the best of them.
Oh, absolutely. Then Yvonne with her second straight head pin, so that's looking like it's getting out of hand early.
Yeah.
Can't believe I'm about to say this, but a Tim Wiseman power chop. Didn't think he threw hard enough to get those, especially not at true, but be looking to clean that up and keep things fairly clean.
And he does.
So I know as a whole we're not super familiar with Okanagan, but in the beginning here, just watching Mike, like it looks effortless the way he throws the ball. Just very simple, no real wasted movements. And on cue, we get a freeze frame of that.
I mean, on paper, that's kind of the way you want to throw the ball. Not a whole lot of cosmetics. But we also see a lot of people that have what we would consider weird styles that still throw the ball absolute dynamite.
Yeah. Yeah, but a guy like Mike, he just looks like, just from what I'm seeing from the early on, that like calm and steady presence where you know he's just going to go out there and give you a good performance day in, day out.
Yep.
I think it's pivotal for every team to have one of those guys, or you can just count on them to go out, get the job done 9 times out of 10. So Dex has got the double up top going into the break.
Yep. Bradford needs.
Bradford's got one for himself. So they're going toe to toe with each other up top. That's the Dream Crusher's second set of aces.
Wow. They might not be playing on that lane anymore.
Yeah, lane 5's looking like it's trying to get itself fired today.
Yeah. Will not be used anymore. Either that or they'll put the average pros on there. Katie can keep rolling here.
Katie keeps her hot start going.
Yahtzee.
Yvonne finds the side this time. She's been all over the middle. Gets herself that first strike. This is the one here I'm keeping my eye on early. Is Tim and Mike Elder. Nobody's really got the stranglehold yet, but they're both putting up great effort and getting ready for a slugfest.
Yeah.
Tim's got the corner. Mike grabs a 12 count. So that one's neck and neck through the beginning.
111 for Tammy O's around. Corner for Carey.
The chop for Drew. The Dream Crushers, they got 2 strikes, 2 spares. Katie running that string early with 6 1/4.
626, yeah. Can't quite see the Okanagan.
Yeah, the Okanagan. It looks like the
Yeah,
actual scoreboard is
Not on that.
offset. So we're working on getting that total running.
489.
450, 470,
489.
489. Yeah.
So we got 489 for the Eclipse, 626 for the Dream Crushers, 4 marks apiece, and we will be back after the commercial.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
When you come to the Canadian Brewhouse, you'll feel right at home. We work hard to make our house your house. With an affordable menu of appetizers, entrees, desserts, beverages, and killer deals on daily specials. At our house, you never miss a play. As sports lovers, we've ensured each location includes over 50 TVs and our signature Jumbotron. The Canadian Brewhouse is the place people want to be.
All right, we're back for the second half here. Both teams looking like they're on pretty even footing as far as building off of the break. Dream Crushers have a little bit of a gap, but 130 pin lead. Let's see what 6 through 10 brings us.
Just not wearing a hat today. Always wearing a
Yeah,
hat.
I think he's trying to distract Dexter.
Yeah. Lucky Dexter does wear a hat.
Well, Dexter seems to have gotten things rolling. He's got a triple up top. Hopefully Victor can feed off of some of that momentum. There it is, right on cue.
Yeah.
In typical fashion, he is all over the middle. Not much to show for it through the first half, but look for him to lock in on the back half of this game.
See what the break does to Katie here.
Oh,
Oopsie. Slow it down a little, but she has a pretty good lead in that match.
oh yeah, she's got a stranglehold on that, so she can afford a little bit of a speed bump here.
Yep, for
But
sure.
don't want to make it too big a one, and want to get back on the side so that Yvonne doesn't get a chance to find things and catch up. Pretty sure
They're
Bailey
looking
told that.
absolutely certain of that.
I'm pretty sure he was telling that pin to fall over, and that's what knocked it down. It's strikes like that make you wonder why 10-pin players don't want to be going to strings.
I can only imagine how chaotic that would be with a guy like Belmo throwing.
Well, yeah, all these guys who just absolutely can crank it. Yvonne's got herself a double. She's found the side, and she's a little bit behind early on, to say the least, with Katie. But a string of those, and she could get herself right back into it.
Jimmy missed the corner.
Tim taking 2 shots at the counter pin.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike misses his corner there. So there's I'd say that's the opening for Mike, but he wasn't able to take advantage of it.
Great soft to the side.
I am also tracking Okanagan on my phone now for total reasons.
Oh,
Perfect.
It's easier than a calculator. Especially on minimal caffeine.
It looks like just the way that the lane that they're on, the scoreboard is shifted a little bit in the unit.
Either that, or I think it might also just be the actual camera angle. It might be a bit too low to catch it.
Could be. It looks just in general, even if you look up at the top where it says what lane they're on, all their names are cut off as well too, right? So
yeah.
I think it's the formatting of the screen is just off. Unfortunately, a little bit out of our control, but we will keep everybody watching, as well as the Dream Crushers who are going up against them, as informed as we can. Chris with a slow-mo strike. Dexter just freeze frame, pausing to make us keep us on our toes.
Yep, see what he got. How good was that shot?
The freeze frame on the Okanagan side looks like Chris is giving it a stare down. Just intimidating those pins over. Freeze frame's over.
Dexter, and magically, there's 2 new bowlers.
And all of a sudden, we got marks galore.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah, literally. I love technology. Technology is great, right, guys?
Oh yeah, yeah, fantastic. I've been fighting with lanes for the last month. It's not been fun.
Katie gets back inside, try and keep the stranglehold on that match. So it looks like it's really the big difference in these two games in their totals.
Yeah, that's definitely a big one.
Just trying to chip away. She's got herself back to within 100, so that's good. Tim didn't want any camera time there. He just got up quickly, freeze framed through the strike, and got out. And Carey finishes off the clean frame there. Mike with a good bounce back shot after a rather disappointing 3-pin.
So the Eclipse, or I got to start running a few here.
Yeah, they're playing a bit of catch up, and
tough to do.
it's tough to do when you've got a 4-bagger and 4 other strikes on the other side. Sorry, 2 doubles and 3 strikes working against you.
Dream Crushers don't really like slowing down.
Oh, they are doing what they came to do.
So update on total after 7, we're sitting at 748 for the Eclipse.
Dex throws his Yahtzee, and that put the stranglehold on his match.
Yep.
I think it might be a bit too little too late for Bradford to get back into that one.
Dexter Wiseman doing Dexter Wiseman things. I remember the first time I actually got to watch Dex Bowl was during the online 8-gamer, I think it was.
Yeah.
And he was going up against Marcus. And that was, wow.
Yeah, he finds it and then doesn't lose it very quickly. But he can make you pay real quickly.
Then didn't he get to the final against Mitch?
Yeah, he did.
They both bowled like horrible.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna mention that, but
yeah,
that was
it was
a very anticlimactic final.
It was. Because they both bowled pretty good to get there, and then holy man, the wheels fell off both of them.
Well, I think Mitch took Matt Phillip out, and then Dex took Marcus out after Marcus took Talon out. I think, and the thing is I think if Marcus threw the 3-game set that he threw against Dexter against Talon instead, he still would have won. And then that 3-game set he threw against Talon, if he threw it against Dex, he would have moved on.
Yeah.
That 8-gamer was fun. I enjoyed it. I got through 3 rounds myself before I got knocked out by Matt Leonard. But it just goes to show that there's just so much talent across the country. And that was pre-pro league, so you got to see a lot of people you may not have necessarily seen before.
That is true. I know Matt Phillip was one of them because we talked him into actually throwing it. We're like, why not? You can throw.
Yeah.
This was less me, I should say. I definitely don't deserve any credit for that. I wasn't there when he was first talked into it, so.
I think it took me 2 tries to get myself a score that would get me in there. I did one set at Nebs. That would have just been not quite enough, and then when Mitch and Talon were qualifying at Mountain, my brother and I drove out there. We lost the stream.
How's it going? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Pause for dramatic effect. We will get
Yeah,
you back
totally.
to the action as soon as possible. Little back-end technical difficulties.
You just don't have it on your end on the StreamYard?
No, I don't have it at all.
Nothing? Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's not good.
What's in here? Caitlin from Victor in frame 9.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Well, I can finally actually see the StreamYard page on my end, so that's good. Unresponsive. Yeah, I could kind of tell by the fact that I can't click anything. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know the page is unresponsive. Okay, this is terrific. I love technology. Oh, I could click the having issues button? Oh, wait, I can't because the page is unresponsive. Yay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to rejoin the StreamYard. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Right. I don't really
So
know.
does anyone know any impromptu dance routines or something along that lines?
My dancing days are over.
I don't think anyone wants to see me try and dance sober.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, me too.
Well, I got a bum knee, so I don't think
There
I
we
will be
go.
dancing
We
anytime
are
soon. There we go.
back.
Here we go.
We're back.
We're back at it.
We're back. All right.
You
I think we
clicked
got it all
something right.
figured out.
All right.
All righty. So just a quick recap. While we had a little bit of technical difficulty on the Dream Crushers, we've got Dexter continuing his run. Katie following up her strike with a corner spare, and then a couple opens in between. I believe I saw Caitlin was in for...
Yeah, Caitlin for Victor.
Was it Victor?
Yep.
Yeah, Caitlin's in for Victor. Okay. So that's good. And on the Eclipse side, we've got a corner spare in the second match. Drew's got a strike working down at the bottom and a few more opens over there as well.
878 after 9.
Well, we're just getting into 9 now.
No, after 8, I guess. Sorry.
The Dream Crushers have about 1020 after 8 to 878 for the Eclipse.
Yeah, Eclipse.
Okay.
40 or so. Matches are getting away here as well. Top match is pretty well done.
I'm gonna get a quick refresh on these just so we can hopefully see these.
Oh, we lost the stream again.
Oh, Jesus. Did we?
Yeah,
Yep.
I got nothing here. So I'm going to run a quick commercial break while you get a chance to figure that out. And hopefully we get everything going.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
When you come to the Canadian Brewhouse, you'll feel right at home. We work hard to make our house your house. With an affordable menu of appetizers, entrees, desserts, beverages, and killer deals on daily specials. At our house, you never miss a play. As sports lovers, we've ensured each location includes over 50 TVs and our signature Jumbotron. The Canadian Brewhouse is the place people want to be.
I think we've got everything working again.
I hope so.
There we go.
Looks like it. Stream is back. Just a little bit of buffering.
Hey,
But, I guess let's see. The Eclipse have gone through with
the 9th.
4 marks in the 9th.
Yeah.
Katie is up throwing her 9th frame now. Dexter's continued his run. Caitlin came in for Victor and opened.
Okanagan are sitting at 974 going into 10.
Okay. And with 2 bowlers left, I believe that says 1106 for the Dream Crushers.
It's too early in the morning for this. I'm like actually just praying at this point that everything
Stays.
Because I don't even know what's causing it.
We will improvise as we need to. But hopefully everything holds up and we can get through this match and one more without the technology not holding up its end of the bargain.
Carrie will be done after this game. I might be able to shade some light on her why it's doing that.
Hopefully we can get an answer. Right, I got a freeze frame of Tim that looks like it was shot on a potato.
Yep.
So I don't really know what's going on. Oh, and there it goes again.
Jesus. Again.
Not that there. There we go. All right.
Oh boy.
How we doing, gang? Obviously having a little technical.
Yeah.
We're doing the best we can.
Let's pull Bailey in there. Bailey looks like he's in there.
All right.
Hey, Bailey, how you doing? Can you hear me? Because maybe with these guys, they could just keep going with the technical, and we can see if we can finish this game. We can maybe commentate live what scores are, if that works. I don't know what the scores were in the match, but maybe just so we don't have to have a big hold up in the 10th frame. Does that work?
Sorry, I had the volume turned down. What's the plan?
Yeah, Bailey, can we do a live commentary on what the last frame is here so we don't hold things up too long and see what we can work to get that next game going?
Sure.
So Dexter had a 356 here. I could probably even flip my camera. I don't know if I can, but right.
Oh,
anyways,
are they playing the 10th right now?
They started playing the 10th. Where are you guys at in the 10th? So
we were waiting. So
yeah, sorry, they started here. They thought that the feed was still going, but it was obviously not. Looks like the feed is now in there. Maybe we'll try pulling that up. But if you can do a live commentary as well,
I'll get one of the people here to. I'll get Bradford.
Just if I pull the feed in, it looks like it's just a black screen on my end.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Hey, boys.
There it is.
Hey, Bradford, how you doing? So if you want to tell, as they start bowling, let me know what the scores are, or just do a live commentary here for the 10th frame. Okay. We'll see if we can go solo mode, but we had Dexter in the first position go 356. Victor in the second position had a 183.
Alan Byrne punched a 3-pin.
Alan Byrne's there in leadoff, so it looks like the leadoff position is going to go to the Dream Crushers.
Dream Crushers.
Second position, the point will go to Eclipse. Third position, Katie Rayner has just finished her game. She had a 304.
Yeah, so that's going to go to the Dream Crushers as well.
Dream Crushers.
Alan Byrne and me combined 188. First position.
So Tim had 185 in the ninth. Tim now just struck the first ball in 10. Tim has a max 230, and that's the number 4 hole.
You there? Yeah. Nice pair. Bailey threw his first one in 10. Is it 210 210 and 8 with a strike of 9 and the first one in 10.
Tim had a corner in his second ball in 10, and he just spared it up. So Tim has a 215 in total game over in number 4 hole.
Over. Yeah. Bailey's got a double in 10.
One more ball.
Looks like the feed's back up, guys. So, John, you guys can give her on that, and I'll just monitor. If it freezes up, then I'll say something.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, so just to recap for everybody, in the first spot, Dexter with 356 over Chris and Alan's 188.
Good finish, Bailey. Bailey in the number 2 spot out of 300.
Haley in the second spot with 300 over what looks like a 183 for Victor. And Katie finishes in the third spot for the Dream Crushers with a 304. So that point is going to go to the Dream Crushers. And Yvonne is going to finish up now. Tim with a 216 in the fourth spot. The Dream Crushers.
On that spare. Really good. Good job. Yvonne had 174 and 8 with a spare 9 and a first strike and 10 in the third spot. So she's sitting at 204 in the ninth.
Over.
We lost the stream. It's frozen again. So thank you, Chris, for.
It is froze. Yep.
Yvonne's second ball. Wow. She finished with a 226.
Yvonne finishes with a 226. The 80's 304.
Mike's sitting 191 and
we lost it again, Daryl.
There in ninth.
Oh, I think Daryl's trying to talk to us, but he's muted.
You're muted, Daryl.
Yeah, you bet. Sorry, guys.
There we go.
So Carrie finished with a 299. So total is 1357.
Mike's sitting on 216 and 9. Dropping 10.
Okay, so Mike is going to take that one.
Somebody wrote down those 5 scores.
And grab one.
Mike's sitting with a potential 246.
Oh, sorry, you're in there now, Katie. Okay, you guys got that. I'll just do my thing. Let you wrap up.
Thanks, Stevie.
All righty.
Mike with a 246.
Yeah, good working ball. Nice finish.
All right, group. One good shot here, buddy.
Total sitting at 1154 with Drew to go.
I'm doing Katie. Okay, so are we looking 7-1 or 6-2?
I believe it's
Drew with a
gonna be-
222 and 1182 total.
Yeah.
Don't have the scores for 2 and 3 on Okanagan.
No, we gotta win. We gotta win.
We got to win out now.
Yeah. We gotta win.
Hey, brother. Hey, wait.
Hey, how's it going?
Let's see if this works. Pull this up. Get all the scores there.
How many points did you get? 2?
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's 2. Yeah.
I think it's 2-6.
2-6. Yeah. We
Yeah.
the second and 4 hole.
Yep. So
Alrighty. So 6-2 for the Dream Crushers.
yeah.
All right, Bailey, we'll start with you.
Yeah.
Um,
Obviously not the outcome we wanted, but I mean, we did have a lot of middle hits. Unfortunately, like a lot of missed spares. But we were able to scrape out a couple points, which I think isn't awful, but obviously it means moving forward we have 4 matches left, and it's kind of we put ourselves in a do or die position now. So
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
sitting with four games to go. You're sitting with 22 points. So
yeah,
yeah,
so
you gotta step it up for a couple of the 4 games you got left for sure.
and the 4 teams we have left, like it's not an easy docket for sure, but it's doable, right? So
Yep.
definitely. And then on the other side,
None of it's easy in this league.
exactly.
exactly. All right, and on the other side, Katie, 6-2, a couple of big games in there.
6-2. Yeah. We
I know
needed
you said
it.
you
So.
wanted to continue off the momentum. I think you guys did a pretty good job of that. I guess when are you guys coming up next?
I think we have next week off, and then we're back on like the 23rd or something for 2 matches. So it'll be hopefully we'll have our whole team back, everybody in the same city at the same time, and we can continue just moving forward and focusing on one match at a time.
For sure.
That gets you guys up to 28 points with 4 games to go. So you're in the middle of it, so you're good.
Yeah,
and,
we know we definitely have to continue the win streak. We can't really afford any more oopses. So, but
oopses.
we're doing what we can. So
Yeah, you had a great game today yourself. You bowled well. You came out of the chute
very well
flying.
done, Katie.
I watched a lot of bowling this weekend. So
picked up
Down
some
and down.
pointers or what?
yeah, took some pointers.
There you
All
go.
right, guys. Well, thanks for that. Good bowling to both teams, and we're going to run a quick commercial and get ready for the next match.
Hopefully,
Awesome.
get ready
Thanks,
for
Good
that.
luck with the rest of the season, Bailey.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, you guys too.
Good job.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
When you come to the Canadian Brewhouse, you'll feel right at home. We work hard to make our house your house. With an affordable menu of appetizers, entrees, desserts, beverages, and killer deals on daily specials. At our house, you never miss a play. As sports lovers, we've ensured each location includes over 50 TVs and our signature Jumbotron. The Canadian Brewhouse is the place people want to be.
Alrighty, we've got match 3 now, which is the Bombers and the Misfits. So let's get the managers in and get things going here. Hey, Daryl, welcome back. How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing good. All good here. Obviously, dealing with some technical, but that stuff kind of happens. We've been there before on the Pro League, and we have to make some quick adjustments. So, all good. It happens. Kerry looks like he's got his stream running, so we're good there.
Perfect.
That's good.
All right, and for the Misfits, how are you guys doing today?
Oh, we've been waiting for a bit here, so we're ready to roll.
Awesome. Then I won't keep you guys. We'll get right into things because technical difficulties kind of ran us back behind. So we're just going to get the lineup here for the away team first. You know who the away team is?
I'm not sure it matters to us.
That's
anyway.
us, I think.
Perfect.
Okay.
Your lineup here?
Yeah. We got Brandon leading off. We have Kaylee, Jamie, Michelle, and Derek as our anchor. And on the bench, we have Ron and Curtis.
Awesome.
We
And
have Matt that's on injury right now. So.
Perfect. And Daryl, for you guys?
Yeah, for us, pretty status quo. We'll go Steve at lineup or at leadoff. Sean Heller will go second. Bonnie Olson third. Heidi fourth. Mark Johnstone fifth. Aaron Arndt and myself on the bench. Adam Kemp not here, and Lynn Howell's not here. He's on a nice sunny tropical vacation, so I'll fill in a little bit of those duties for today, and hopefully not have to come in and play and just let these guys freewheel and roll. So it should be a fun game.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, let's get you guys going. Have a good game, and we'll check back in with you in a little bit.
Right on.
Good luck,
Daryl.
Have a good one.
All right. All righty.
Here we go.
We got the triage set up. I think we are ready to go.
Carrie coming in clutch. I don't know if Carrie can hear me, but if you can, thank you.
I'll be honest, when I looked at the lineup today, this is the one I was looking forward to the most.
This should be a good battle
for multiple reasons. Obviously, Bombers defending champs, so you know what you're gonna get out of them. Like DB said, pretty status quo for everything for them. And as somebody who hasn't had a chance to play Bonnie Doon, I always find it fun to watch the scoring there. So I'm looking forward to the Misfits putting on a show.
Yeah. So the Bombers sit with 28 points. They've got 5 games left.
Let's pull that up.
Four after today. And the Misfits have 24 points with 4 games left after today. So
it's pretty neck and neck.
So it's pretty tight. It's starting to squeeze here. These last 3-4 weeks or 4 or 5 weeks for some teams, they're going to have to. It's going to be some battles.
Adds a little bit extra to these games. I know both teams. Well, everybody say only had one, but it looks like for the most part everybody's in crunch time. So there's no time to just coast for anybody here.
No, there is no. I believe the only team that is really locked in is the Dakota Dynamite. They got 51 points, but only one game left.
Yeah, so they're pretty much set.
Yeah. They grab a few points in their last game, and they'll be good for sure. So
even Brandon taking very different approaches on how they want to start this match.
Yeah.
It covers that up. No big deal.
Yeah.
Great shot for Sean there.
Comes Bonnie, their newest member.
She's taking the different approach from her counterparts ahead of her.
Yeah. I'll get that out of the way early, eh?
Oh yeah. Maybe could have benefited from one more practice ball because that second shot was just buried.
There you go. That's Bonnie. Heidi is just so consistent, so steady all the time.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that she's been here before.
Oh
She's,
yeah,
been competing at a high level for quite some time, and just rock solid.
yeah. Mark Johnstone.
And then Johnny down at the bottom. He's putting together quite the season himself.
He is.
It's
He's
been-
having a pretty good season. Hasn't bowled the Open for a while.
And he just
made
came
the-
back and put
made-
together quite the
made the-
performance to make a
Yeah.
very strong team.
That's right. He did. Yeah. He's had wrist problems as well. He was telling me after the Open, she was pretty sore again.
Yeah. 20 games in 2 days will do that to you,
Yes, it will.
especially when you're not on the right side of 20, 25, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So the Bombers, as expected, out to quite the hot start. 4
Pretty good
strikes
start.
and a spare. We'll just call it a spare.
Yeah. Quarter spare.
Corner spare.
Quarter spare, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we expect to see from these guys. Like
Oh, yeah.
they're a top team for a reason. They're defending champs for a reason, and
Yep.
being able to come out and put the pedal to the metal is no surprise whatsoever.
No. The Misfits, they've started the season pretty good too. They got 24 points in the standings, so
Yeah,
they can put it together as well. So.
Yeah, and you would have thought losing Brandon would have been a big loss, but being able to replace him with Matt Schultz,
Yeah, that
kind of softens the blow a lot.
So is Matt not there today?
I believe they said that Matt is not available due to injury, which is hopefully we'll see him back again soon and competing, and hopefully everything's all right.
Yeah.
But, for the time being, the Misfits keep on keeping on, and they try to go toe to toe with the Bombers and have his support in the background.
Yeah, because Matt in the pro league, Matt's the full. I think he's averaging over 300. I think he's had some big games.
He's been an absolute beast, just taking it to another level.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice corner spare to bounce back from the head pin to open up.
Yeah.
Oh, a little kickback there, a little friendly bounce. Makes that spare a little bit easier for Sean. Jamie with the 30 count to start, working the strike.
She's become a pretty decent bowler in the last couple of years too. She's turned it up another notch and getting on a couple of the Edmonton ladies teams and stuff. So she's brought her game up to a new level as well.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if that has anything to do with the pro league and just bringing out that next gear. Seeing that you can compete with the best that the nation has to offer.
That's right. Yeah. With the power jab. Yep.
And Bonnie, she figured she didn't want to get herself a chopped cherry shirt, so she'd just go on the inside and go for 15 on the third ball.
Yeah.
So a little bit of the tables turning on that frame there. Misfits taking over with a good frame, and Bombers kind of fumbling a little bit. A couple opens for the first 3, so looking to Heidi and Mark, the 2 steady players down at the bottom to right the ship and kind of keep things close early on.
Heidi.
Oh, That shot looked like it deserved a lot more than the
Yeah.
pin.
Next Gen is bowling beside
Right
the
next
Misfits.
door to the Misfits. Yeah.
Misfits. Must be tournament or something going on at Bonnie Doon as well.
Yeah, must be. I don't know. I think I would like that. You kind of have like the two different teams creating that atmosphere that you're kind of in the competitive mindset.
Yeah,
I
don't think
know.
I'd mind that either.
I know sometimes for the mayhem, it gets a bit tough with us being the only guys there in that competitive mindset in a 52 lane center with just public everywhere, and you look to your left and you see a family with getting the ramp ready for their kid to go bowl their frame. It's hard to really get like into that zone and locked in.
Yeah.
So maybe that could be an advantage for the Misfits.
It could be, yeah. You got another pro team right beside you, and next Gen they're obviously a pumped up team as well. They get
that's it, right?
They get into it pretty good. So
exactly
Misfits would just join right in.
And that's a team that when they get running, they get running.
Oh,
and, I don't just being around that and seeing them get on a run that kind of makes you want to get going and get on one of your own.
That's right, exactly. Pretty good frame for the Misfits. Oh, it's a YBC tournament on at Bonnie Doon.
Well, and then that just kind of adds to the atmosphere, right? You see some of these kids as they're just wrapping up their tournament and see some of these guys putting together some big scores. Might want to catch their eye. See this is where you could be, maybe 5-10 years from now, depending on the age group of the kids there.
Yep.
It's never a bad thing to have accessibility for people to be able to catch a glimpse of the pro league where they may not normally be watching it on a stream.
Yep.
So we're not going to talk about the fact that I've been talking this entire time and my mic has been muted.
Good effort,
me. Good effort.
We kind of wondered where you went. We just thought you were having a nap or something.
Well, I muted myself in case I had an aneurysm over the whole technology thing, and I guess I just forgot to hit the unmute button on my headset, so it's lovely.
Well, we're glad to have you back and ready to chime in here.
Did you have some good comments for us?
Well, it's me talking, so I don't know if anyone would consider it good. No, I'm kidding.
There goes Bonnie.
Bonnie's getting found that one on the side. Jamie's going to look to double up and kind of pull away a little bit early on. And I don't know what that reaction was for. That ball was absolutely buried.
Yeah, I'm not
It
sure.
looked like she made like a facial reaction as if she didn't like it. I'd take that 11 times out of 10.
I'd give it a punch.
Yeah, every now and then you have one of those balls that you just don't feel confident in, and all of a sudden
they just end up looking perfect.
Yeah.
Slider.
I had a lot of those in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
But St. James is a tough house. I love it, but it's a tough house.
From what I saw, if you're saying St. James is tough, you would have had no fun at Hopedale.
Well, St. James is about the only center I've bowled at that I've almost put my ball through the pins. So.
Oh.
And I almost did it like 3 times.
Yeah. I'm not typically one to complain about scoring conditions, but Hopedale brought out some emotions I have not had while bowling for a while. It was not fun, and it got less fun the harder you throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing I
Couple
noticed
good
with
frames here for both teams.
that was the thing I noticed with St. James was I had to slow my shot down a lot.
I wish I had that option. I don't know how to slow it down. The way I throw it now is the slowed down control version, and that's still 53.
See, my trick is twist your knee, and then all of a sudden you're in pain, so you have to slow down.
See, you'd think that would work. I think all of mine comes from I have a massive arm swing when I throw. So I've gone to a couple of tournaments where like I can't even slide. So I'm just planting at the line and I'm still throwing at 50.
The second I have to plant, I'm done. I'm currently on my second injury of my knee, so if I have to plant at a center, I'm walking out. Honestly,
it's not my favorite thing to do. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
For me, it's nothing against the center or any of that. It's just I can't physically do it. Otherwise, I run the risk of injury.
No, for sure.
So, but yeah, no, I unfortunately tried to do it again, and it didn't work the second time around on my Saturday shift. And yeah, I'm currently awaiting an MRI.
I just went through that with my my arm. Not quite an MRI. I did some ultrasounds to see if I had any tears in my tendon. But,
oh, that's always fun.
Thankfully, it's just mid-grade sprains and can be mended up by a physiotherapist. So I should be good to go before Timmins. I guess that's what next week, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah. Thankfully, it held up for Hopedale.
That's good.
I use the term "held up" loosely.
I'm hoping to be good enough for Red Deer, but with the injury, it's also hitting me financially because I've been laid off at work. So
yeah, that'll do it.
Not even
I was
sure
hoping
if
to
Red Deer is a
get
thing.
out to Red Deer, but I don't think I can get the time off.
That's fair.
Fortunately, where I work, I have to pre-book my vacation for the entire year in like December, January. So
Ron is going in for Brandon in frame 5.
Perfect. Yeah, that seems like a good pull there. I know he did start off spare strike, but 3-4 just didn't look comfortable. Like something was just a little bit off, maybe in the timing, or it just didn't feel right coming out of his hand. So I think it's a good play to get him out early while the match is still fairly tight and reasonable. Give Ron a chance to go for a bit of a run. Kind of a one frame get loose thing before the break, and then frames 6 through 10 just go steal a point.
The Bombers have 4 strikes going into frame 5.
Yeah, giving themselves a little mini break while they wait for the Misfits to catch up on their frame. Oh, just a little inside. I thought that was going to hold on long enough.
Just going to open that frame as well. So they've got 3 opens now. So they want to come back with some marks here going into the break for sure.
Don't
want to let these Bombers get away on them for sure.
After a bit of a stumble in frame 4, you're going to want to have a good one in frame 5 here for sure.
So Derek can get another mark here. Good for the half.
right, so a little bit of a speed bump may have just turned into a bigger speed bump, but one more frame before the break, before they really got to settle in and lock things down.
451 for the Bombers on 4 strikes. 430 for the Misfits on
With a
one
spare working.
One spare.
So Ron comes in here,
Yeah.
first frame, and Misfits are going to be looking to him to settle things down.
Yep.
In case y'all are wondering how the other side's going, Minto Maniacs, I guess, had a 1563 final total against the average pros.
Oh boy, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, 1563 to 1152. That's
Hey, I know how that one feels personally. We've played 4 games We've played 4 games this year with the Mayhem, and I think 3 out of the 4 have been the opposing team who shot 1450 or higher. So it's
Ron coming in,
and oh boy,
oh boy,
good pull.
Yeah, good pull. You can double pull, right? Put in the other guy now. You get one frame. That was it.
I say it purely as a joke, but that's not what you want.
No.
That's the one there where I'm going in. I'm getting a couple practice shots in on the commercial break.
Yep. Yes, you want to figure that out in a hurry. Oh, she got that slider for Kayla.
Yeah, she is just quietly keeping herself in that game.
Yeah.
Open up with the head pin and then corner spare, chop spare strike. So just steady trudging along, giving herself a chance to get on a run and go for it. Jamie finds the side again. I can honestly say, I think this is the first time I've seen her throw a ball, and it's fun to watch. It's impressive. Like you said, she's a great player.
Yep. Yeah, she's that head pin in the middle there kind of hurt, but she's still good.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you want to see, but with someone who's all over the middle like she is, it's going to happen at some point.
That's right.
Here go the Misfits, going for a bit of a run, giving themselves a chance here
to
stay close.
Super strike for some reason.
I gotta say, the animations that vary from center to center are amusing.
Yeah, we're a little spoiled with our animations over at Nebs. Jeff does a really good job with those, with his graphics. I don't even know if I can call them animations because he just pulls up different memes. But
so should we expect a very nice looking new website for Softroll eventually?
Different Jeff.
Oh, different Jeff.
That's Jeff Young. Jeff England he's the tech guy for Nebs. He runs everything there.
You see, I don't know many people out on the East Coast, so or not even East Coast, just the eastern side of Canada.
Johnny
Past Winnipeg, it's like I know Taylor, Michelle, and Greg DeGrazia, and that's about it.
Johnny,
yeah, we got a couple guys here.
Greg.
All right, so halfway through, we've got 506 for the Misfits, working 3 separate strikes.
585.
Bombers, have 585, working 2 spares and a strike as well as a double. And on that note, we were going to run the commercial and look forward to the back half.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
When you come to the Canadian Brewhouse, you'll feel right at home. We work hard to make our house your house. With an affordable menu of appetizers, entrees, desserts, beverages, and killer deals on daily specials. At our house, you never miss a play. As sports lovers, we've ensured each location includes over 50 TVs and our signature Jumbotron. The Canadian Brewhouse is the place people want to be.
Alrighty, we are back for the second half of our final match for the day.
Yeah, lucky we didn't have that fourth match because we're almost at the time as if we did.
Yeah, yeah, we're a little bit behind schedule, but we are making it work.
You bet. All right. See if the Misfits can start putting something together here.
There we go. That's a much better ball out of run.
That's better than a couple of the hat trick on the 3-pin. So I noticed the Bombers, somewhere they're white shirts and somewhere wearing the black shirts. What the heck? I think they did that one other game too.
I didn't.
Yeah, they're one of the.
I'm not gonna not notice it.
They're one of the teams that has multiple uniforms.
Yeah, we do too. Like we have two, but we all wear usually the same color each game.
Well, I mean, didn't you guys also like switch your color scheme around?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but they. Yeah, it's just different. Ooh. Oops.
A little bit of a stumble in the middle there for Kaylee. Not much damage. Only gave up a couple pins on the other side to that open as well.
Bonnie missed the corner. Jamie comes back. Picks up the spare. Keeps a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, Jamie's out there taking a bit of a gap there.
Yeah.
The lead as well as the spare onto the open.
Yeah.
Michelle looking to cover her half and maintain her little lead there as well. Living dangerously on the outside.
Ooh, and Heidi missed her corner as well. A couple of corner misses here for the Bombers.
It's going to spread those matches out a little bit.
Johnstone got a pretty good lead on his match. I think we got a change here.
Yeah, we got Curtis in for Derek.
Yep. Whoa, Johnny, you almost fell down.
A little wobbly at the line.
Oh, wobbly. Don't think he's been drinking yet. You never know. It is Johnstone.
We'll chalk that one up to just maybe the feet were just a little bit quick. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt this time.
I've known Johnny a lot of years. Yeah, he was about 13 years old. He walked into Western Lanes in Wetaskiwin, and he said he's seen this guy with white hair behind the counter, and the rest is history.
I actually ended up finding one of Johnstone's matches back in the TSN days, I believe it was.
Yeah. I was on there with him. Yeah, he had a lead on that match, and then he punched a bunch. Okay. Ooh, here come the Misfits. Oh, that didn't go. I thought that went. My bad. Another right corner. Not gonna miss it twice. Let's see what she can do. She looks like she surprises herself with every shot.
Yeah, it's like she doesn't know what to expect right now.
Yeah. Spare.
The Bombers putting together a pretty solid 7th frame over there.
Yep.
Steve's trying to run away with that game. Thankfully for the Misfits, Ron is keeping up.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a stumble before the break, but it came in hot.
Warm up ball. He saw all the 12 counts at Dawson and wanted to make sure he can hit his 3 pins.
Yeah. Johnny with the open. Curtis is going to have to run a few to get back in that one.
Yeah, and Curtis definitely has the ability to get a string going.
Oh, for sure.
It's a steady, calming presence, but he can really put them together like with the best of them.
Yep.
Right now, he's just got to start himself off with one, give himself a chance. Don't bury the hole any deeper than he needs to.
That's right.
Ooh, that was heavy.
Looks like he was asking for some help there, and he got a little bit, but not quite enough to get himself a strike.
He's a spare. There we go.
Right back at it. Steve is up there ready to go, ready to keep the pressure on Ron over there. That's what he wants in a leadoff bowler. He wants somebody who's just ready to keep things going, keep turning over the momentum as quickly as possible. And that's a good way to do it.
There it is. Yahtzee. Yeah, I'm getting away on them here.
I think we might want to check the size of that ball for Ron.
I think I saw like at least 20. Yeah. I'm gonna do a good time. Yeah.
She has been all over it.
Yeah. Did not need that. Oh, looks like Daryl. Or is that Aaron?
Looks like Aaron is in for Bonnie.
Aaron and for Bonnie, yeah. Oops, warm up ball. There he goes. Jamie, are you guys muted again or what?
I'm muting in between saying stuff. We have a contractor working in our house, and he's just vacuuming up. I'm not sure if my microphone's picking it up. Don't want too much going on in the background.
I was just taking a little squeeze tube out of my cat's mouth. So I guess we forgot to throw out the little squeezy tubes from last night, and one of them hopped up to where it was, picked it up, and ran off with it, even though it's empty.
Maybe keeping a steady game going, just quietly putting together a real clean game other than that the fourth frame head pin.
Yeah.
And Michelle follows up with a strike of her own. Curtis to try and match Johnstone's strike and try and keep himself in it, or else I think that one is pretty much out of hand if he can't follow up.
Yeah, he definitely needs some work here. Give himself a chance for sure.
Needs a strike and some help. And
top one's
wiggled.
Top one's pretty set.
Pretty well over. Second one's still
Number
there.
two looks like it's number two looks like it's a bit of a stretch as well.
Yeah.
So it looks like 1, 2, and 5 are pretty heavily favoring the Bombers.
Yep.
And 3 and 4, a slight advantage for the Misfits here.
Yep. Yeah, 2 frames though. That's gonna turn around here.
Definitely. Oh, look like he got away with one there.
Putting on a clinic.
The Pabst PBR 6-pack.
The old 6-pack, yeah.
See if Sean can follow suit. Keep his string going.
No offense to anyone who drinks PBR, but that is about the last beer that I would choose to have a 6-pack of.
I actually sell that down in my center. Somebody actually requested it, and actually I sell quite a few of them.
No, I was just making that reference because that's a PBA thing.
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
Yeah, the Pabst 6-pack.
Yeah.
I think whatever player throws a 6 in a row on one of their television shows gets like $1,000.
Oh, damn.
Sponsored by Pabst. So, Pabst, if you're listening, share the love. Take care of our 5PL Pro League friends as well.
That's right, eh? If Aaron can go to the end here, Jamie opened up, so.
Yeah, Aaron's got a chance to really make back some ground here and give himself a fighting shot.
Yeah. Throws a straight here.
Looks good out of the hand.
Oh.
Yeah, out of the hand, it definitely looked like it was on the higher side of the head pin.
Yeah.
From my minimal experience at Sherwood, that's typically a pretty good place to be. You usually have pretty good luck when you're on the higher end there.
So that's gonna keep her good.
I think. Well, that seals that match for the Misfits. He cannot catch her.
No.
And, Michelle's got to make this spare to force Heidi to get back into the game with a good shot.
Yep. Ooh.
No, not quite.
Boy.
Not quite on the bounce back. So now Michelle's opened that door up for Heidi to take advantage. And knowing Heidi and seeing what she's done both in Pro League and across other events, you can almost expect it to be on the side here.
She does.
Right on cue. I like that play. Go a little bit thin.
Yeah.
Worst case, give yourself a spare opportunity if you miss, but take a head pin out of the equation by getting on the thinner side. So that's a smart play there to take big control of that match.
And this one is pretty well over.
Yeah, I think
Misfits have at least locked up 1 point with that third match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I think that's about all they've got. They have a chance at the second one, but it's real small.
Yeah.
They have the chance there. They do have the chance in the 4 slot as well. And Johnny might give them the chance here in the 5th slot.
4 slot looks all but locked up because of the triple.
That's true. I guess she was working on the triple.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always go 5-hole
John-
and, you know.
Johnny gets tapped there, so that opens up a very small window of opportunity for Ron down at the bottom.
Yeah. He's gonna
But,
need a couple.
I think we're looking at either a 7-1, maybe 6-2 in favor of the Bombers here.
Yep. Steve can finish this off.
Yeah.
Keep them
Steve's
going. Keep them
on
going.
absolute heater.
7.
It looks like he's in such a groove where I don't think he could miss even if he tried.
Probably not, eh?
I mean, at this point, Steve is about half of their overall total lead, so.
And he
Did
gets
he get
tapped. He got
Wow.
tapped.
He did.
So he's going to have to settle for just a 360 something.
Yeah.
360, 369 more likely than
Yeah.
not. And on the
Get
other
the
side,
funny
that's
number.
the game. That's
Get
the
the
game where
funny
you
number.
kind of just kind of tip your cap and
Okay, he got the funny number. We're good.
you didn't lose that one. You got beat by a monster. Tip your cap and move on.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about situations like that where you still throw a massive game like 278 plus, but then the other guy throws like a 380 at you?
Yeah.
At that point, you're just trying to keep yourself and as close as you can, really.
Yeah, that's
Give the other 4 a chance to make up the ground that you lost to a monster, and just try and keep throwing good shots and keep your team in it.
Yeah, you just wanna get as much as you can from total and hope your other crew is moving along.
If your match throws a big 3 at you, there's more often than not, there's just not much you can do about it.
No.
Just busted it
That
up,
is
but
that is at least the nice thing about bowling in a team event is you can at least still pick up points and benefit your team.
That's right. Exactly.
And
But
with
when
that, the second match is going to the Bombers as Sean's throwing his double, and Kaylee could not quite get that corner to go.
Unfortunately, though, when you're in a singles event and somebody throws a monster at you like that, there's really nothing you can do.
No, that there isn't. One of my first club tour cuts I had made. At this point, we were still doing 2-game matches, and for 2 games, I had 6-11, and I was mathematically out of it by the 5th frame of the second game.
That's yikes.
Yeah. My opponent at the time was Mark Goulet. He started off with a spare, head pin, and then threw 18 in a row.
Gee.
I don't remember what my final total was. I know it was like in the higher 200s, but I was against Derek Orn, and he threw a 396 at me in a tournament out here. So
yeah, those are tough ones to beat.
We continue.
Oh, I remember which one that was. That was our double elimination we did after our league draft, I think. Because I'm pretty sure the next week after I did the same thing to Kyle Jackson.
Well, that's it. Sometimes you're on the other end of that.
Unfortunately, it was a no tap, so can't actually count it as my high total or high game. Yeah. So third spot, they are gonna lock.
Yeah.
They're locked up for Misfits at least, so they're not gonna get swept.
7-1. I'm thinking.
Oh, Heidi did just pick there. So Michelle's got a little bit of life. Not much, but she's got a bit of life.
Yeah.
She's got
As
what,
of right now, she basically needs
8?
to bang out.
She needs to.
She needs the first 2. I
Yeah.
think she has a 238 out.
And
Oh,
the
that's
cut through takes that one away. So now we've got ourselves a 7-1.
Yep.
Yeah.
That ended that story. So we've had some blowouts today in points. Some of the games a little closer than some of the scores indicated, but
yeah. The points definitely don't speak for the actual closeness of a lot of these games today.
so that is going to give the Bombers 35 points with 4 games to go.
Yeah, and Johnny's gonna make absolute certain.
So that moves them into a tie for third with the
Johnny needs 13. He's 14 to shut out. He's got 14 to shut out Curtis.
And Curtis is
And
gonna get
Curtis
tapped
has shut out
anyways,
Curtis.
So.
Curtis shut out Curtis. Yeah.
So we're all set. 7-1 Bombers. We'll watch these guys finish up, and we'll get the managers back in.
Still a good go for the Misfits. I mean,
Yeah.
it's obviously not ideal, especially considering that Regina picked up six points. Or no, they got 8 points. That's right. That was our 8-0. I forgot. They still have 4 games
out.
out.
In the corner. 254 for Johnny, giving Bombers 13-17. Another respectable total from them.
Oh, we could have had the tie. If Derek picked, if Derek bagged out, we could have had the tie.
And tapped again. Why not? Tapped 4 of his last 5 shots. All right. So there we have it.
Got 8 points.
7-1. Bombers over Misfits. All right. Let's get the managers back in here. All righty, guys.
Good job, Daryl.
Yeah, good game, Barry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All in all, it ends up going 7-1 for the Bombers. Looked like it could have gone either way on a couple of matches going to the end. Daryl, we'll start with you. Obviously, 7-1. That's what you were. It's the kind of thing you guys were looking for. How did it look on your end?
Yeah, you know what? We started off fairly strong, and then we sort of kept telling the crew, let's go for 4 out of 5 marks per frame, right? If we can get off start on a good early, and things were good. Sean had a couple strikes in there. Johnny had a couple strikes in there, and then Steve, obviously at the top, throws 5, 6, whatever it was. That it's nice to have a little bit of a runner. So things were looking good there. In the middle, I was kind of contemplating, when to make a sub with either Bonnie or Heidi. To be honest with you, they were sort of close in their matches. Let Aaron throw some balls at the midway mark, and wanted the girls to obviously both fight in there. Heidi got the 1 strike, second one maybe I think an 8, and she's just a digger and a fighter. So was Bonnie too, but just ultimately sort of made the 1 move with Aaron, see if we could have a different look and maybe get a 90 count to finish and see if we can squeak that one out. But obviously Heidi was solid in her match to fight their push against Michelle. But all in all, yeah, happy with the result. We're ready to play Pin Sanity if they can get to the lanes. We're good to go if they want.
Yeah.
Shovel through.
I think they need a bit more of than a shovel.
Yeah. Wish them all the well, and hopefully they're safe. That's all I know. Obviously, we'll reschedule that. And yeah.
hopefully everything's good
puts-
over there and everyone's safe. And like I said, we'll get that rescheduled. Get that action-packed match for the Finns down the road.
That puts the Bombers right back in the middle there. So now there's 4 teams with only 5 points separating them. So it's becoming a traffic jam in the standings.
Yeah, we lost that one to knockouts. And you know what? Even a couple of the other matches we won, they were only 5-3s, so they're not big point differentials. So this 7 is a good one and a big one for us to put us in the mix. We're looking for top 3 spots in the division. Sharing our goal secrets there, top 3, and then you avoid that 4-5 match. But either way, you're looking to be top 5 to make it.
I'm pretty sure you guys are now tied perfectly with Pin Slayers for
They
third.
are. Exactly. Yeah.
But we know that there's teams coming, right? There's Dream Crushers. You can't count them out. They got a number of games left. They're coming. There's lots of teams in our division that are still solid. Dynamite. We still have to play Dynamite, and they're ahead of us. So.
Oh, you guys are their only game left. They only have the one game left.
Yeah, that's right.
And on the other side, for the Misfit, you guys have 4 left, like you said. Kind of in the middle of the pack here. Not the result you were looking for today.
Couldn't really get any. Well, hopefully to get more than 2 strikes in a row here. Like, it was tough. We were getting strike and spare. Headpins. It's like they threw all the games, but it just couldn't get the springs. Besides Ron's 3-pin miss, and then rocked the rest of it. But
I was just saying. I think Curtis came in. He went corner spare, strike, corner spare, corner, or something like that.
And if those are all strikes, then that just helps. Just the confidence.
Maybe we're having a different conversation, and it's a little bit momentum, right? So, like I said, sometimes. Just a little bit of your control there. Nothing you can do. You guys threw the ball well.
Only so much when you're facing down a 7-bagger.
Just do what you can, and
for sure. For sure.
4 games left.
Be okay.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. We're gonna do a quick little recap and end things off here.
Thanks, guys.
Good stuff. Thanks for doing the commentary and tech and all good, guys. Appreciate your time again, as always. So we'll see you again next time.
Take care, guys.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, right on. Bye.
All right, so that's a wrap. We started things off with an 8-0 for Regina. I believe it was 6-2 for
6-2
for the Dream Crushers, and then 7-1 there. So that's.
Believe that puts Regina in 4/5, depending how you want to see that, because Bombers are tied for third.
Yeah.
Let's pull this up here while we have this quick chat.
Regina has 33 points now.
Yeah.
The Bombers have 35, so they're tied with the Pin Slayers. And the Dream Crushers now have 28 points.
So technically tied with Avalanche, but Avalanche, I think, have.
Yeah,
never mind.
The Avalanche have.
Yeah, they are tied with them.
Left. Yeah.
So we had a day today where all these teams that just played one game kind of gave us a chance to see if anything would separate, and all it did was jam everything together.
Yep.
Look forward to having everything go on next week and move on. We'll just give one last quick shout out to all our sponsors, and we will call it a day.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
When you come to the Canadian Brewhouse, you'll feel right at home. we work hard to make our house your house. With an affordable menu of appetizers, entrees, desserts, beverages, and killer deals on daily specials. At our house, you never miss a play. As sports lovers, we've ensured each location includes over 50 TVs and our signature Jumbotron. The Canadian Brewhouse is the place people want to be.